What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. A little bit something different. Going to be a Rogue Company first impression slash, I don't know, like overall first review or whatever, mainly for the game. I gave it enough time to where I have enough time into the game. I've got about 100 hours into the game now, and I think I'm able to do a first impressions type video slash like first patch, like release, beta release review video. Not going to be too much on screen, so if you guys just want to listen to me talk, tab out, go do something, leave me on in the background while I talk about everything, and pretty much go everything, my first impressions of the game, what I think the game should be evolving into as time goes on, stuff like that. If you guys want me to continue with doing like Rogue Company type videos, I can definitely do gameplay or like tip videos and stuff like that as well. So if you guys would like me to do any of those type of videos, let me know by leaving a like. And if you're new and this is the first time seeing my channel, hit that subscribe button. That'd be really great. Should be having a new Smite update show probably next week, so that'll probably be the next thing I do upload. If you guys, depending when you guys do see this video, I'm assuming later this week, but whatever. We'll get right into this. If you guys don't know what Rogue Company is, it's pretty much the first. It's like the new third-person like shooter type game from Hi-Rez Studios. They've put so much resources and so much money into this game that they've actually taken away a ton of resources and a ton of money from like a lot of their other games, which is something I'm going to talk about as well. But if you guys just an overall like synopsis of the game, third-person shooter type game, where you're either pinned against one team, and between rounds you can buy different weapons, upgrade your weapons, buy different gadgets like a grenade or like a smoke bomb or stuff like that between rounds with cash you do get from earning eliminations, kills, and objective time. So that's pretty much just like the overall like synopsis and stuff like that of the game. It's pretty straightforward. There's only two game modes: Strikeout and Demolition. Demolition is where it's pretty much you start out with pistols. After the first round and after 3 rounds, it's a 6-round series. After 3 rounds, you're able to switch your rogue, and you're able to swap from then. But pretty much Demolition, you plant a bomb on the target area, which is usually like a specific area on the map, and you either have to defend or you have to attack and either kill everybody first and reduce all their lives to 0 for that round, or defuse the bomb and before it explodes before the end of the round. And then also the second type of game mode they only have 2 type of game modes right now. Strikeout, it's pretty much like a team deathmatch, honestly. You have a limited amount of lives. Each team has 10 lives each round, for a matter of 3 rounds till you get a victory. It could be up to 7. I think it's actually, yeah, it could be 7, depending on how long the game goes, but or actually 5, it would be 5. So pretty much, it's like a team deathmatch. There's a specific area, like an objective, that you're supposed to hold down for a specific amount of time. Either the timer runs out and you contest the objective, or, which is usually the thing that usually happens, you reduce the ticket number on all the other enemy team down to 0, to the point where they can't respawn anymore, and then you just kill off the enemy team and you win the round. So that's the 2 game modes they have. There's also another thing called Rogues, which is pretty much each character. It's what they call each character. There's 13 of them in the game. Each character does something different. There's stuff that can like reveal. There's snipers. There's a sniper. There's a lot of other stuff. There's somebody that can set up like a big shield, stuff like that. There's a lot of different types of rogues. I'm not going to go into them in detail. I'm just going to kind of just talk about them in general. They're supposed to be adding new ones here in like about 2 months. Another new one, I guess. Just overall, just going to talk about on this game. Pretty much first impressions. Like I said, I've got about 100 hours into the game now. Am I going to be honest with you guys? Yeah, I am. Is the game fun? Yeah, the game is fun. Is the game also almost unplayable due to how much of a buggy, glitchy, like laggy piece of shit mess it is currently? And I understand it's a beta, guys, but I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this, but I understand it's a beta, and when they do officially release the game, hopefully like within like that, and it's supposed to be, I think, like the end of the year, in 2021, at the beginning of 2021 is when they're supposed to release the actual game. It's going to be all free to play for everybody. Pretty much 2021, I think, is their release date for the actual game. of it getting out of beta mode. Um, like I said, is the game fun? Yeah, it is really fun. I wouldn't say it, at least for me personally, I wouldn't say it's like one of those games where I have to like pick it up and then like nonstop play it. It's definitely fun, but what really holds this game back currently is the amount of bugs, the amount of glitches, the amount of like lag, and overall like no polish to the game. For some reason, they continue to just keep adding content and like I don't know, like adding stuff and like changing stuff. Like every day, there's always an update on Twitter or social media that they're going to be adding something new, or they're going to be possibly reworking something in a future update or something like that. What this game really needs is to go thoroughly through this game, eliminate all the bugs, eliminate all the glitches, and eliminate everything. Because like currently, like most of your games, granted, I only do play on Switch. I don't play on any other platform, but on Switch, you're pretty much guaranteed to have at least some type of glitch or some type of bug in every game. That's how bad this game is. I'm saying it's almost worse as Paladins. Paladins been out for like what 5 years now. This game's been out for like a month. I understand, like I said, it's in a beta, and the game is first now getting released to a mass amount of people. But that really does not give them an excuse to at least quit adding new stuff and then like adding and going back in and fixing all the bugs, all the glitches, and all the problems that the game currently has. One thing that really frustrates me with this game so far, at least as like a first impression and putting 100 hours into this game so far, the devs keep adding new stuff and they neglect all the bugs and all the glitches so far. There are so many problems with the game. Sometimes it's even borderline unplayable. There's like a handful, even more like dozens of glitches that you could like glitches or bugs you could get throughout your games that'll make the game unplayable. You have to restart your computer or your console or whatever you're playing on, and then you won't even be able to reload into the game. One huge bug that's currently plaguing Switch players, which is what I play on, is a bug. Pretty much you have like a 75% chance to crash like during any of your games. Anytime through your games, usually after like the halfway mark, usually around about 5 minutes into your game, you'll randomly crash. You'll get a software error, and then you'll try rejoining the game, and it won't let you rejoin the game, which kind of sucks as well because they're going to be adding some type of new thing to where I'm not quite sure if it says it here, but they're going to be adding like some new type of thing where if you leave your game, including crashes, so if your game crashes mid-game, you'll get a deserter penalty, and then it'll escalate each time you either leave the game or something like that, or you go AFK during a game. It'll escalate into like a ban or something like that. They're going to be implementing this next update. If they're going to be implementing like stuff like this, at least fix the bugs of where the Switch constantly crashes. I'm going to say like borderline. This game on Switch is almost unplayable. Just because every game you're going to be crashing. Like every fucking game you crash. It's that bad. If you somehow don't crash, you can maybe get through one game without a crash, but guaranteed the next game you'll be crashing. You can't get more than one game without a crash, like halfway through the game. It absolutely sucks. It really does. As for like future though, I do think this game does have a lot of potential though. Another thing I really don't like about it so far is they're taking way too many resources away from a lot of the other high-res games. I know for a fact they've took like a lot of resources away from Paladins, and they've took a lot of those resources and they've made them and put them into the Rogue Company dev team. So they're taking resources and devs. I know for Realm Royale as well, they've taken like a couple devs and a lot of people from Realm Royale. Granted, that game is almost like absolutely dead at this point, so I'm not going to complain about that too much. But if you're going to start taking like devs and resources away from your other top games, like Paladins, I think they also took a couple away from Smite. Not too many. I think they took like 2 or 3 people away from Smite to work on Rogue Company. And I don't know, they're dumping up like humorous amounts of money into this game. I honestly don't think they're going to see their money out of this game. I think this game's going to hit a ceiling pretty soon. I think the ceiling is really low still. But once the game actually does release and does become free to play, like 2 months after, it's going to hit the ceiling, and then the game's slowly going to go on the decline. It does have a huge upside, though. They have a lot of top streamers currently on Twitch, YouTube, whatever, that are actually playing the game. I don't know if they're being paid to play the game, but one that really comes to mind is Dr. Disrespect. He's actually probably the top Twitch streamer. He actually left Twitch, now he's on YouTube, but probably one of the biggest streamers and like was on Twitch. He pulls like massive amounts of views, like millions of views per day, just sitting and live streaming. He's actually likes the game so much apparently that he's going to be making his own map, and they're actually going to help him build into his own map and put it into the game. I don't know. Am I like for like all these streamers and stuff like having input on the game? I mean, I'm not against it, but there's a point where you have to just work on the game yourself. You can't be like taking all this input from everybody and then trying to make the game how everybody wants it when the game is supposed to be a certain way. It's going to come to the point where they change the game so much because they take all this input from everybody that plays the game, and the game's going to change to the point where nobody's going to want to play it anymore. I think that's what this game's going to have a problem with. Like I said, don't get me wrong, the game's really fun, and I do enjoy it when I can actually play the game and it doesn't crash on me. Or have like some type of glitch or a bug. There's also another glitch what I actually had personally where you're stuck inside the loading craft to where before you drop out onto the map, you'll actually get locked in there if you stay in there like over like the duration or like a little bit over the duration where you're supposed to drop out. The door will actually close prematurely and you'll get locked inside for the entire game until you reset the game or leave the lobby. Like, there's so many bugs and so many glitches with the game. I wish they would just fix the game and not add anything new or rework anything or balance anything. Just fix what you have with this game. If they would actually just sit down and actually fix all the glitches and fix all the bugs and everything wrong with the game currently, this would probably be one of the best games. Granted, it is kind of in competition with Valorant, but Valorant I don't think is free to play, so won't be free to play. I think once this goes live, it'll be free to play. Once it goes out of beta, it'll be free to play. But even then, they're giving away so many codes to where you don't even need to buy it. You don't even need to buy the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below if you guys want me to do more rogue type videos. Another thing I actually wanted to add, the maps in this game are fucking garbage. There's 3 good maps in this game. The rest of the maps are absolutely fucking awful. The maps need to go. Like, whoever is creating these maps, they need to go. Like, absolutely fire them, move them back to wherever you had them. You took them from, like, the Smite dev team, and they're, like, in charge of, like, making the maps. Move them back to where they were originally, because whoever's making the maps and designing the maps, like, as a flow aspect for, like, the game, visually, though, like, all the maps look absolutely great. But, like, for a flow type perspective, and for the 2 game modes they currently have, majority of the maps in this game, apart from like 3 or maybe 4, are garbage. That's just another complaint I have. I don't know. I'm not going to look too far into it just because it's a beta. Maybe it'll change, but just don't take everything I say with a grain of salt just because the game is still in beta, and I'll make a harsh judgment on it once it does release to an actual game and gets out of beta. But let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section down below. Do you guys like the game? I don't know. I really enjoy playing Phantom and Glitch. At least me personally, when I'm able to actually play a full game and not crash during the game. Then I at least have fun playing those 2 characters. The rest are Rona's okay. Daima's overpowered, broken. They could work on a lot of the balancing. I think a lot of the characters are either overpowered or really, really weak. I don't know. I think Talon's really weak. I think Lancer's absolutely broken. Phantom's like really weak. Granted, you can get a headshot and get an instant KO, but I think her base pistol and her sidearm, I think, is ridiculously weak for a sniper. I don't know. There's a lot of balancing that this game really does need, but I'm not gonna be too harsh on it anyways, just because, like I said, it's a beta. A lot of stuff's gonna be changing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Would you guys want me to do one of these videos once the game does go live, free to play, official release? Once it gets out of beta, then I can actually harshly criticize the game and go in depth with the game. Or do you guys just want me to continue or just leave this video as it is, quit with the Rogue Company stuff, and just continue what I'm doing, whatever? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for watching.